We've got a good workout for you today. I'm just looking for those of you that look down here, you'll see all the sessions. I know Kathy does the same as well. We always plan the sessions the night before, thinking about what it is we want to teach and what the end result is that we're looking for from the class for you, which comes back sometimes from feedback, and then sometimes it comes from us reading the comments and saying, how can we help? So, Jen, I hope you're going to be working out with us today. We're at 700, I think it's 788 members in the group right now. So it's great to have everybody a part of it. You're all unique and special to us. And I love the positive energy and people supporting each other as well to, to keep driving, keep pushing. Because again, these are tough times, as we know. And then you add on all the other things that are going on. I was looking at all the different activities that are going on around the world, and then centered back here in America as well. And there's a lot of potential stress out there, and that's why this group is so special. I'm just going through the different exercises that we're doing here today. We've got quite a few new ones or new challenges. I got to refresh my memory as to the ones that I did last night, because I get on the board the night before and go through the exercises, and then some of them are new, and I've got to refresh my mind as to what we're doing here. I have no idea. Some of these I'm looking at. Hey, Jen, you're here. Kirk, good morning. I missed you on Tuesday, Kirk. I don't think you were here on Tuesday. I heard there may have been some problems on Tuesday as well with getting on. I know there was a couple of people that reached out and said they couldn't get onto the Facebook. They couldn't find it. So I hope that's not going to be a problem from now on. Good morning, Rosa. Great to see you here. Always great to see you here, and glad you could make it. I know you'd reached out and said on Tuesday you had a hard time getting onto this platform. So here we are. And then Betsy, the professor's in the house. Good to see you too. Thanks, Rosa. So I'm just going over this going, what are some of these exercises that I was doing that we're going to be doing today? And I'm reading what I wrote down, and I'm like, how am I doing this? It's great. It's Thursday. It's a higher intensity. But again, go at your own pace. Thanks, Kirk. I hope everything got the all clear and everything's good with you. So welcome back. Betsy, yes. Good morning, Betsy. Hi to you too. And good morning, Terry. Great to see you here. I love everybody that comes to this workout, because you guys inspire me to get going. So there's one exercise on here that I'm trying to think what we're doing, but I think I figured it out. And then I'm like, squat, toe, tap, tap, heel. I have no idea what that is. There's one exercise, the fifth exercise we have on here. It's squat, toe, tap, tap, heel. I know I did this last night because I go through these, and I'm like, what was it that I created? It was a new one. I'll figure it out as we go through it. But anyway, my message for today, let's get on with the message. My message today is fun, right? Have fun. There was a player, his name's Ronaldinho. He was a professional soccer player, played for Barcelona, Brazilian player. But what I loved about him was he always had a smile on his face when he played. Now, when I was a soccer player, I wasn't always smiling. I was out there, I was always totally serious and the competitor, and I wanted to win. I was so focused on not making mistakes. And sometimes when you focus on not making mistakes, because the word mistake is in your brain, you actually end up making more, rather than I'm going to be focused and have fun. Because when you focus and you're having fun, you tend to relax a little bit. And I think it's critical when we're doing these exercises to have fun. Don't judge yourself. Feel what's happening. But if it's not working for you, then it's not the biggest problem in the world at all. The fact that you're actually going through the challenges and enjoying them, and when they don't work out, you realize it's just a learning process. I was talking to a soccer coach the other day. I said, one of the things I always told players is when they're not feeling well, coach, I don't think I can play today. I'd say, how are you feeling? What's your symptoms? And they go, I just feel tired and a little sick. I said, you know what? I'm going to start you. I'm going to put you in the game, because when the challenge is there, you have the opportunity to overcome and find more about you, but enjoy the process along the way as well. And I found some of the best games that I ever played as a player was some of those days when I wasn't feeling my best, but I decided to take the challenge. And I loved the experience because I knew that I already had adversity. So my message today is have fun. When you're doing this, this is not so serious that it's a matter of, immediate success. Have fun along the way, and I'm confident that your results will come faster as well, because you're not bringing the stress in. The less you stress, the more the body can feel. So that's my message for today. Just going back through here, Laura, good morning, Laura. Great to see you. Here, Deborah as well. Great to see you here. Are you getting ready for another tropical storm coming in here Saturday morning with lots of rain? But think you'll be on the board instead of working out the rain. I'm glad, because it said BOA and then I couldn't see the rest, so I had to click the rest of the message. I'll be on the board instead of working about the rain, which is great. I thought you were going to say you'll be on the boat. And so, yeah, enjoy the rain. I love the rain. I grew up in it. I walk to school in it. I get on my bike and bike everywhere in the rain. So, there's that freshening and that amazing feeling when the rain's coming down that the world is getting fed. The grass is getting fed nature. Anyway, with that being said, it's time for me, I think, to start the exercises and figure out what number 5 is. I'm going to figure it out, but yeah, here we go. All right. Oh, I've got to remind you as well, Tuesday is the workout day. So that's the next one that we're coming to, where I'm not going to come with a game plan. I'm not going to show up with exercises. I'm going to ask you to tell me your issues that you're having, whether it's, drop foot. I have a hard time turning corners. I have a hard time getting out of the chair, going up and down stairs, stepping onto a sidewalk, off a sidewalk. I'm walking on a slant, going up and down hills. So remember, on Tuesday, write down over the weekend your questions, your help that you're looking for, so I can feel like I'm personally training you, and make sure that you have questions for me, and I will make up or figure out exercises to do just on Tuesday. It's the only time I'm going to be doing it. And then Thursday I'll be back to regular workout, but I want you to be engaged with me on Tuesday. All right, let's get these gloves on, and it's time to get started. Oh, someone did say hi. Hi, Pat. How are you? Thanks. Sorry, I missed that one. Kathy Revac as well. Good to see you here, Kathy. And then Karen. Karen, great to see you here as well. And Ralph, you're back in the house as well. All right. All I want you to do in here to begin with is just rock the board. I want you to stay solid. Don't let your legs move. Just feel the upper body, just rocking the board side to side. The reason I'm doing this is I want you to feel centered in your body and have movement going on around you. So we're just pushing that board side to side, feeling solid. We begin to get the blood moving, the heart rate begins to come up just from working the upper body. There you go, good. Now what I want you to do is keep the board in the middle and just push your hips side to side. So I'm just going in here. So now my upper body has gone still, and I'm feeling the weight transference side to side over my feet. Left foot, right foot. Just again, waking up the pressure points. Good, come back and stand in the middle. Now what I want you to do is just bring your knees together and out. It's a very small movement. And the reason the knees are coming together and out, I want you to feel the pressure points over your big toe and the inside of the foot. So by bringing your knees together, you feel a little bit of the feet doing this and out. Again, feeling those pressure points. Good. And come back to the center. Now what I want you to do is take your feet slightly wider apart and just bend the right knee, bend the left knee. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee. And if you notice, my knee doesn't go in, it stays over my toe. So again, my knee really is pushing towards the pole, push towards the pole, and we're waking up now the strength in the legs as we're pushing side to side. There you go, good. Just in here, nice and easy. Good, and bring your feet back together. Okay, I'm gonna give you a challenge right off the top today with your balance. All we're gonna do is we're gonna be tapping to the number 3 and the number 3, right foot number 3, left foot number 3. Remember, the board doesn't touch the ground, and lightly hold the handles. Are you ready? Right foot, and tap and down. Now when you say, or when I say, not you say, when I say about the challenge, instead of warming up and feeling the foot going forward, I'm going to the side, which changes and challenges our balance just a little bit more without actually having to work from the center out. We're going straight to the out. And again, as I push across, I feel the pressure on the foot on the ground on the outside of my foot. Again, we're strengthening up the outside of the foot. And just a couple more. One more on the left. Good, and come back to the center. Now we're going to do what I call a little bit of a form of a triangle. Just watch one time. I'm going to go tap 3, tap 2, tap 1. Then I'll change the other side. Are you ready? Right foot. Tap 3, tap 2 to the ground. Left foot. Tap 3, tap 2 to the ground. Right foot. 3, 2, ground. And 3, 2, ground. And 3, 2, ground. It's funny, when I say the word ground, I stopped by Starbucks this morning and they gave me a coffee and I was like, oh my God, this tastes like dirt. This is like the worst cup of coffee. It's dirt. And the guy says to me, he goes, well, it was ground this morning. Okay, that wasn't very funny, but I thought I'd just say that one. When I hear the word ground, I always think of coffee. But just so you know, I don't drink coffee. So it's one of those things that's just a joke. Last one each side. And one thing that you'll notice in here is the outside of your glute. And just stay here. Just walk on the spot. The outside of your glutes, the outside part of your legs in here, will have felt a little bit of work. And that's great because we're strengthening up the outside of the body. And your glute muscles, your butt muscles, are some of the strongest in your body. And so we want to make sure they're functioning and they're strong. Okay, last one we're going to do now. Same format, but we're going to do a more of a triangle. We're now going to go 3, 1, and down. Are you ready? Right foot. We go 3, 1, and back. 3, 1, and back. And what we're doing here, it was just stepping wide. We're bringing our leg back into alignment to safety. Here, I come back and straight back again. There's the wide step. I bring my body back to the middle and I'm down. 3, 1, down. 3, 1, down. Normally, we go 1, 3, and down. But what I love about this one is we're working from slightly off balance to down. So off center to down. Couple more. Again, really feel solid on the foot on the ground and make sure that board, if you can, is not touching the ground. Last time, 1 and down. Last one, 3, 1 and down. Excellent. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is to start engaging the toes, getting them stronger, feeling the ground, and then stepping off the ground onto the board. So if you want to watch one time, feel free, but you can also join in. We're going to go through this slow. Go up on both toes, back down. Now step on one and lift your leg. Let's go right side again for those that didn't join in. Are you ready? Go up on both toes, down, step on one, lift, and come back down. Now we're going to the left side. So you go back up on both toes, down, 1, up. Now, if you have a hard time, and just follow along, keep going with me. If you have a hard time going up on your toes, and some people have reached out and said, instead of going up on your toes, push on your toes in the ground and then step up and down. I'll show you a couple more times. For those of you who want to go up on your toes, I'm just going to bend my knees, feel the pressure on my toes, and then come up and down. Bend your knees, put the pressure on your toes here, and then go up. I'm going back up to going up on toes again. So on the toes, down, step, lift, down, and up on both toes, down, step on one, lift, and down. Here we go. Up, down, step, up, back, and up, down, step, lift, and down. Now what we're going to do here now, we're going to incorporate just a little bit of heel tapping, which again is going to be for osteoporosis, strengthening of the bones, getting a little bit of that reverberation going through the body. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up on the toe, 2 heels, step up and tap. There you go. So we're here. And we go up on our toes, 2 heel drops, step up and go. Now I also look at this exercise. Here we go. Up, 2 taps. It reminds me of an athlete beginning to push off, and they're pushing on their toes, tap, tap. Then we're stepping up and going. So I want a little bit more of an explosive movement now. Go up, tap, tap, step, lift, come back down. And up, tap, tap, step, lift, and come back down. And up, tap, tap, step, lift, down. And last one, up, tap, tap, step, lift, and down. There you go. Okay, so I realized what exercise number 5 is, but we're going to go on to number 4, that tap, tap. Oh, we're actually going to go on to number 3. Sorry, I'm completely off on my counting here. Okay, so next exercise we're going to do. Take your right foot, stop. Get a quick drink of water. I suddenly realized I could feel the heat coming up. And again, it's not about being the toughest. Like I could go through the next exercise, but when you feel your body and you suddenly go, hang on a minute, I need to get some water. When you're on your own, make sure you get that water. Okay, here we go. Right foot goes on number 3. You're going to lift the leg up. You're going to hold it on your toe. 1, 2, 3. Step back. Now put your right foot right in the middle and come up and balance. And step back. Now step to 3 on your left foot. Go up on your toe. Step back. Bring your left foot right to the middle and go up and try and find that balance. And step back. Here we go. Right side. Step on 3. Go up on your toe if you can. Step back down. Bring the right foot right to the middle. And what we're working on here is the ability again to be slightly off center. I found my balance. Even though I'm here, I go up on my toe a little bit if you can. Now I bring my left foot straight to the middle, and can I find that center and balance? It's funny because people think this is so easy to do. Oh, until they try to do it. So go on 3, go up on your toe if you can. If you can't, just stay there and push the toe into the board. Think, can I get a little flex off of my heel? Bring the foot back, right in the middle. Check your position, come up and find that balance in the middle. And step back. I'm stepping to the side, I'm going up on my toe, I'm bringing it back. I bring my left foot right to the middle, come up and find that balance. Here we go. One more time each side. I go 3, up on the toe, bring it back down, bring your right foot immediately to the middle, and can you find that balance? And you'll notice how you're working those pressure points of inside the foot, outside the foot, your knees working. You can feel how it's changing the muscles they engage. Come back down, last time, left side, step on 3, up on your toe if you can. Bring the right foot behind straight away to the middle. And again, feel, look, your ankle's working in here, your calf muscles are working. If you bend your knee more, your quad is working. You straighten your leg more, it's more your calf working and the ankle. Good, and step back down. Okay, beautiful. So what we've worked on today, as you've noticed, we've done a lot of stuff stepping to the side because that's part of everyday activity. If we just can walk straight and then we have to do this to walk straight, we're not free to move. So that's why today I'm focusing on side movements and strength into there. Okay, next exercise. This one's called the ladder. We're gonna walk up, walk out, walk back, walk down. Up, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, ground. Up, out. Working through so we get quick little foot movements going in here. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Step up on 1, and 1, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1, and 1, and ground and down. So if we're going a little bit fast, don't worry about keeping up. Just go at your own speed. Are you ready? Here we go again. Right foot. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Now come to the ground, start with the left foot. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2. And you'll notice, come back and start with the right foot here. 1. You'll notice how the pressure points are changing on your feet. The wider I go, the more I feel the inside of my foot. And then left foot, here we go. And the narrower it is, the more I go to the outside of my foot, or at least flat. Good, there you go, keep it going. So where might this be useful in everyday activity? I step up a step, now I strengthen my legs. I'm going wide, I'm strengthening the inside of my thighs. And back down, let's go left foot. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and step back down. Very good, so that's again, very, very simple exercises just to strengthen up the outside, the inside of your legs, and at the same time feel pressure points starting with the step up and finishing with the step down. Again, it feels so simple, but it's so dynamic to prepare you for going outside and not having to think about changing your foot patterns. Take your feet and put your feet about 2 and 2 apart, but on the ground. Now, this is the exercise that I was like, what was this that I was doing? What I want you to do, the first thing, stick your butt back, so your butt goes back into here. Take a small little squat, come up on your toes, tap, tap. It's that simple. But we're going to repeat it on the board and then come back to the ground. So start with me again. Little squat. From here, push up on your toes, go tap, tap. Now step up on 2 and 2. Find your balance, go into a squat, go straight up on your toes, and then tap, tap. Then push down with the left foot and come back to the ground again. Here we go. Squat, drive up on those toes, tap, tap. Step up on number 2 and 2, find your balance, go into a squat. Now drive up on those toes, come down, tap, tap, trying to keep that balance, and then step back with the right foot. Here we go again, are you ready? Go into a squat, go up on your toes, tap, tap, step up on the board, make sure your feet are even. I go into my balance and squat. Now I drive up onto my toes, trying to keep that balance, and tap, tap. Keep that balance, push. We're gonna go 2 more times. Are you ready? Into a squat. Now from here, drive up onto your toes, use that momentum. Now drop, tap, tap with your heels. Now step up on 2 and 2. You're here, find your balance. Go into your little squat, find that balance. Drive up onto your toes, keeping that balance. And tap, tap. Step back, right foot. And last one, I feel I'm beginning to sweat, I'm getting hot. So here we go, last one. Now here, now drive through the thighs and roll onto those toes. Drop, tap, tap. Step up onto the board. Find your balance. Last one, find that squat. Hold that balance a little longer. Are you ready? We're gonna drive up. 3, 2, 1. Up on your toes. Find that balance. Feel those toes getting stronger. And tap, tap. And come and step back off of the board. I went left foot that time. Okay, I am beginning to sweat. It's a little humid, I think, out here in California today. There's no sun. So go ahead, grab your water as we go on to the next exercise. Now, while you're doing that, I have some new band exercises today. We're only going to be using the short bands today, but when we put the short bands on, we're going to put them on the outside, and the poles are going to stay in the outside slot. So not what we normally do. The poles will stay, and I'm going to put the short bands on the outside. Okay. I can feel that sweat running now. I may do a special class tomorrow. It will be a super advanced class that you're welcome to come and join it or watch, but it is going to be an athlete training session. It'll be a 30-minute workout that's going to be all about body and dynamics, where we'll be doing 30-second exercises and jumping and jumping and jumping. And it literally is jumping in there. So that may be just a special one I'm going to throw in tomorrow morning or maybe Saturday. Okay, next thing we're going to do, I want you to come and stand to the right of the board. And what we're working on here, I'm going to move the board back a little bit so you can see a little bit more. I was talking to someone yesterday that had a problem turning. Like they're great walking forward, but as soon as they begin to turn, they feel they're going to begin to fall. And so they're not strong. So we're going to do a little exercise today just to strengthen that part of the foot. And I'm going to make it a little bit tougher as we go by increasing the knee lift. So stand to the right of your board, and you're going to take your left foot, take your right foot in the middle, step over, and then what I want you to do is turn as you come down. Notice how my foot begins to turn to the front, and then quick little feet coming in here. I'm going to move this a little bit back, just a little further so you can see. Okay, so we go. Right foot we're on the left side, right foot. Go here, here. Now notice when you step, begin to turn your foot. The first point of contact should be your little toe, and then quick little steps around. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3. Little toe, then put your foot flat, and then quick little run. And again, 1, 2, 3. Little toe, and we're just speeding it up now as far as when we put our foot on the ground, let the little toe go, and quick little steps. Because what we're engaging here is the ability for the brain to feel what's happening and the foot push back. When I say push back, you'll feel it. As your little toe goes here, you've got to be able to push your foot flat onto the floor. So my little toe's there, I push my foot to the inside and quick little steps. 1, 2, 3. Foot flat. 1, 2, 3. Foot and flat. And again, 1, 2, 3. Outside and turn. 1, 2, 3. Outside and turn. Now I'm going to increase the intensity of this when we're on the left-hand side. I want you to lift your knee up high, knee up high, knee up high, knee up high, step, come back, step, and go around. The reason I'm doing this is we want to strengthen the legs, we want to strengthen the core, the hip flexors, but by touching the ground and then lifting the foot back up and then going again, we're getting a little pressure on that little toe to be able to push back and then be able to adjust. So we strengthen. Come and stand on the right-hand side. Here we go, nice and slow. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Now touch, begin to turn the foot, little toe, push back, little toe and turn. Up, down, up, down, up, down, step, push back, step and little turn. If you notice on the push back, I can control my weight because I don't lean forward. I keep my weight on my left leg. I push back, my weight is still up. Now I push and turn. Let's do it a couple more times. Lift. Oh, I didn't lift. And lift. And lift. And push. My weight's still backwards. I push up. Now I put my weight onto the foot and I turn. And again. And lift. And lift. And lift. And my weight back. I push. I put my weight on and I go. Okay, 2 more times going over. Lift down. Lift down. Lift down. And weight stays back, I push back, my weight goes onto my foot, and I turn, and last one. Lift down, lift down, lift down. Weight stays back, I feel the ground, I push back, I feel I step on, and I turn. And there you have it. I'm back in again. Whew, again, I don't know, I hope you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, are feeling this, because I'm certainly feeling it and I can feel the work that's going on. So I'm going to grab another drink of water. Okay, new exercise coming up. Red ball exercise. What I want you to do, you can either stand behind, but I want you to turn the board around or reach into here and just turn the board around. Ball should be facing you, poles in the outside. Again, this is a little quick reaction foot placement for those of you that have been on the Red Bull before. If you haven't been on the Red Bull before and you're just starting and joining us, go through this nice and slow, maybe even watch a couple, and then don't be quite as big doing the exercise. Keep it small and just get that confidence. The number one thing is not keeping up with me. The number one thing is making sure that you feel safe and confident, because you'll be willing to try it again, and you'll realize how good and strong you are by being safe and go at your own speed. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put your right foot right in the middle of the ball, but your toe, I know I showed this a lot, my toe does not go ahead of the ball. My toe is right level with the front of the ball. So what we're gonna do here, I want you to step up and come down again. Now bring the right foot back, go right foot again. I want you to put perfect and make it kind of one motion. So really see where your foot is and then lift your head up and step up. So again, I see my foot, as soon as it's good, I step up, try and find that balance and step down. So again, see your foot, now get that head up and feel that power step up onto the red ball. And I take a look, I step up, I try and find that balance and I'm down. It's a small, quick movement. So step up, step down, step up, step down, step up, step, last one, step up, step, and down. Very good, we do it with the left foot now. Again, we'll start slow, then we'll go into that rhythm of quick step. And what I'm trying to help create here is the ability to step up quickly and have solid foot placement and find your balance as you're going. Because trust me, if you do that here and you can do it successfully here, walking up steps, walking over things, walking on different level pavements will seem so comfortable. Here we go, left foot. Place it on the ball, make sure your toe is right, come up, find that balance, and step back down again. And foot goes on, make sure it's solid, look up and find that placement. I love that feeling of sweat running down your back. And here we go, you step, you go up, you hold that balance, you come back down, and step, look up, feel those toes strong, and step back down. Now we go a little bit faster. Are you ready? So we go step, up, back, down. Look, up, back, down. Look at the step, look up, back, and down. Step, up, step, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, up, down. Last one, take a look. Look, look up, back, and down. Good, shake those legs out. Again, not an easy exercise to do, and it doesn't matter. Listen, this is the beautiful thing. If I stepped up and the board did this and I wasn't able to balance the board and I stepped down, it's okay. It's okay because you're aware of it. You're working on it. You'll find you'll adjust. Some may be good, some may not be good. Your body will find the places to step and find the balance and react. And that's what balance training is about, reacting off of changes that are happening or maintaining the consistency. So don't stress if you feel the board's wobbling off of here. Be safe and keep working it. Now, the next exercise is going to be a little bit tougher. We're now going to step to the side here. And what I want you to do is you're going to step sideways and up, down to the side. Are you ready? So put your right foot right in the middle of the ball, step up, down and back. Now the reason I'm doing this is sometimes you have to step sideways to get into a space. So we want to feel, as I step, I feel more of the weight on my big toe than my little toe, but then as I step up, I've got to flatten that foot out. So you may be going to church, you could be going to walking in pews, it could be tight at the market and you've got to just step through a little bit of space. Again, finding that strength, though that one I didn't do quite so good on my initial balance. Last one, step up and stepping back to the side. Let's shuffle it across. Let's use the left foot going across this side. So, excuse me, sir, I just want to just get in front of you. I step up and then they push me back out the way. No, that's my place in line. I want to get in line. I'm up. Oh no, sir, you're going to the back of the line. No, I'm not. I'm going to the front of the line. I'm in here. Nope, you're going to the back of the line. Hang on a minute. Don't make me angry. I am stepping in front of you. I'm up and I step back. We go again. Step up and back. Two more. Step to the side, straight up, step to the side, and last one. Go here. One, up, step, and back. Okay, that's great work. Really good exercise. We're going to move on now. What I want you to do is grab hold of the poles, turn the board around, get your short bands, and put them on the outside of the board. Are you ready? So in here, I think I'm going to use the green bands today. Here we go, so I'm going to put one on one side while I set up. Now remember, put these on the outside, not the front. This is the first time I think we've done this in class. I go to the outside, I thread it through, and I put the hands on. I'm going to turn the hook very slightly to the side to make it easier to grab the handle. So here we go again. Goes into here, I place it on there. The nice thing was today, obviously we didn't have to move the handles. We're in here, but we are going to be working on balance and the movement is here as well. Now, let me give you a couple of tips. For extra resistance, you can hold the handle here, or if you want extra resistance, you can hold under the handle. You'll notice here, I'm holding onto the green bit here, just for extra resistance. So again, choose what's right for you. But again, I want you to be safe always. So what we're gonna do here, again, because I wanted to do some squats in here today to strengthen the legs, I wanted to keep the poles out because when the poles come in, it's a little hard for me to have my knees bend comfortably and safely with the poles on the inside. But I wanna add resistance to the bands. So what we want to do here is keep your right foot on number 2 and take your left foot to number 3. And just rock side to side. Feel that little bit of balance or the little bit of pressure. It's a little bit more on your right leg than your left leg. There you go, good. Now find your balance and reach down and grab the right hand. Now all I want to do is go into a little squat and then stand. And a little squat, trying to keep that balance and stand. You'll notice more of your weight is on your right leg. So it's just here, strengthen the right. We're gonna go one more. Are you ready? Down, and that resistance of the band, and place the band back on the hook, and change your feet. So we're rocking 3 and 2. I can really feel the sweat. This is a great workout. I hope you guys, ladies and gentlemen, are enjoying this workout because it's not easy. It is tough. I know how tough it is. I'm feeling it now. Okay, so left foot on 2, right foot on 3. Come and find your balance. It means you have to bend your left knee more than your right knee and put the weight there. Now come across and grab that band. Now, slight little knee bend and lift. I'm gonna move my hand down a little bit lower on the band so I can get more of a resistance. So I'm here and I lift. Man, I can really feel that left thigh working. This was one of the questions that I had yesterday when I did a small little group training, was if I want to strengthen, that's it, good, and come and put the band back. If I want to strengthen one side more than the other, Just put your feet on one and just rock it side to side. If I want to strengthen one leg more than the other, it's very simple. All you have to do is move the leg you want to strengthen closer to the middle than the other leg. Whichever leg is closest to the middle will have most of the work. Even something as simple as rocking and then find your balance. Rock and rock, find your balance. When one leg gets tired, swap it over. But it's really good to work both sides, because if one side's weaker, we want to strengthen that. But at the same time, you still want to work the strong side, because you want to make sure that you're not losing on one to gain on the other. Strengthen one and strengthen the other one more if it's catching up. Okay, next exercise, put your feet on 2 and 2. If you feel comfortable in here, we'll come to that in a minute, but if you feel confident letting go of the poles, you can on the next part. So all we're going to do is going to go here, find your balance. I'm just going to take my arm to the side and down. Are you ready? Here we go. We're going to 6. 1, try and work on that balance. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. There you go, good. Change sides. Now we're going to bring your feet to 1 on 1 for the other side. You'll feel a slightly different pressure. Are you ready? And find that balance. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 2 to go. 5, and 6. There you go, place the band back down. Now we're going to do that exercise again. We're going to put our feet in 2 and 2. And if anybody wants to try this with, if you feel really safe, if you can take your hands off the board and you can rock side to side like this safely, then I know that you can do this next exercise. If not, hold on with one pole and do the same exercise again. I'm going to do it with 2 bands at the same time, advancing it a little bit more. So, if you're doing one hand, we'll take a little bit of a pause so you can swap hands over. Are you ready? Here we go. Find your balance, reach down, grab both bands, or grab just the right and hold on with the left. Are you ready? Here we go. And 1, and keep that chest up, head up. 2, keep your abs tight, knees bent. 3, now you're changing, change arms now. Put the right one back, grab the left, and 3 more to go. Here we go. 1, and 2, and last one, 3. Put the bands back. Oh, I can feel my legs again. And there, so when your legs are bent and you're holding yourself solid, even though you're working your shoulders, the muscles in your legs have that dynamic tension, they have that tightness to them because they're supporting your body and they're getting stronger. Great job. Okay, next exercise we're going to do. We're going to go to the bicep curl. This one here, what I want you to do is just bring the bicep, bring the elbow into your waist. We're going to balance on 2 and 2. Now your bicep curl, I want you to bring it across to the other pole this time, because the poles on the outside allow me to go this way. If anything, I'm bringing my arm to my opposite chest. Are you ready? Find the balance. We're going to go 6. Here we go. 1, squeeze the bicep. 2, and squeeze the bicep. 3, and keep that balance. 4, and 5, and 6. What I love about this exercise is most of us will be thinking of our bicep and feeling, not realizing that we're constantly doing this, we're constantly correcting as a second thought. We're really working on balance here. And so make sure you're aware of what's happening as we're going, and feel yourself constantly correcting. Here we go. Left elbow into the left hip bone and find that balance. Here we go. Bring it across the opposite side. 1, and 2, and keep that balance. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Come and bring it back down. Now, the great thing here, we're going to go back and we're going to do a little bit more of an advanced one. If you want to go right hand and then left hand holding onto a pole, we'll do a pause. But we're going to do what we did last time on the last exercise, where both hands are going to work at the same time. Are you ready? Here we go. Now to do it both at the same time, basically what you're going to be doing is just bring them together and down. Bring them together and down. Are you ready? If you're getting just right, only get the right. If you're getting both, grab hold of both. Bend your knees, and here we go. We'll pause at 3 so you can change hands if you need to. And 1, and 2, and 3. Keep that balance. Now change the band to the other side if you need to. Focus on your balance if you've got both bands. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And 1, and down. Now squeeze those biceps. Keep working on that balance. 2, and last one. 3, and bring it back down. Put the bands down. Great job. Great job. This is, like I said, not easy. And I admire you for being here and doing this, because the easy thing is to sit on the sofa, put on the TV, and not take care of your life. But you're here, you're active. And the one thing that I will promise is doing this work is better than not doing the work. You can't get forward without doing that. Okay, next one I want you to do, put your foot on 3 and 3. This is the last exercise. Now, grab hold of the band. If you'd like to, grab lower on the band. If I grab lower, I'm not grabbing it this way, I'm grabbing it as if I was holding a dog leash. Makes sense? I'm holding the dog leash. Now, just into here, what I want you to do is find your balance on 3 and 3 and roll the shoulder all the way back. Roll the shoulder all the way back. I'm holding on with one hand, I'm working on my balance, and I'm getting that shoulder and that back mobility working into here. 5, last one. There you go, good. And change over. I put the hook back, the handle back on the hook. And again, I'm gonna grab as if I'm holding a dog leash, right? As if my dog was in here. So I'm not holding the handle, I'm holding lower. Now remember, if you don't feel safe, just drop the band, let it hit the ground, and grab the pole. We're still in 3 and 3, bend those knees, find that balance, chest up, head up, core nice and flat, holding it solid. And here we go, roll the shoulder back with a little resistance. 1, 2, focus on that balance. 3, and 4, constantly correcting that balance. And 5, and 6. Good, and come and place it back on the board. We're gonna do that, this is the last exercise coming up of the bands. We're gonna do the same thing again, but I'm gonna hold both bands at the same time. If you don't feel comfortable, we're gonna do 6, do 3, just rock while I'm talking. We're gonna do 3, and then we'll change sides if you want to. If you feel solid and safe, you can try both bands, but remember, at any time you don't feel comfortable, drop the bands and grab the poles. The bands won't break, don't worry about them. Let them go. Your safety is always my first concern. Are you ready? I'm gonna bend down, grab one. I can put the board on one side, grab the other one so I feel solid. Now, come to the middle. Now, chest up, lift that head up, find your balance. Here we go, shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're changing sides, go ahead, put one band back, change the other band, keep working on that balance while we're stationary here. And 3, 2, 1. 1, and 2, and 3. Good, and come and place the bands back. Push the board on one side so you feel safe and solid. Put it down there. Bring your feet back to 1 and 1. And all I want you to do is just walk. We're gonna go into a little bit of a run cardio to cool down for today. Not cool down, I say to finish up. And then we're gonna do a quick ground and up. So we're gonna go on the ground and come back up again as part of the continuing training. Next week, I'm gonna take the ground and up to another level on Thursday. All right, so again, only go to what you feel comfortable going to, but every time you practice it, you will be getting stronger on your own. Even if you're walking past the board and you grab hold, you put one knee on the ground, you stand back up again and you continue on your day, you're preparing yourself to be safe no matter what position you're in. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? We got 2 minutes now of running. Go at your own speed. We're going 2 minutes. Again, really light. Here we go. Just pushing through here. I'm just getting that little run going, feeling the board. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, great guy, who is with a running club, and he's had a hard time running. He's fine as long as he's running straight, but if he has to turn in the road, he then begins to lose his balance and gets really nervous. So we started talking about practicing running on the board, and one thing you can do is you can begin to turn your feet as you're running. So if you want to incorporate that one a little bit, you can do this. What he loved was the fact that he's so safe on the board that even when you turn your foot direction, you can begin to feel the difference in the pressure in the toes and the inside outside the foot. Now, if some of you are going slower, and that's fine, or you feel tired and you want to stop, absolutely. But even if you're going slower, you can just turn your feet and feel in here as you're going, nice and easy. I'm going to finish up. We've got less than a minute to go. I'm going to turn my feet a little bit, and it can just be a small little movement that we're challenging. But if you want to stay facing front, lift those knees a little higher, or just lift your heels in here is good, because we want that heart rate to jump up. Here we go. We got, we're coming up to the last 30 seconds now. Here we go, 30 seconds to go. I'm going to stay forward. I want to sprint that last 200 meters. I hear the fans cheering in the crowd. I can tell you a true story. I used to run 1,500 meters in track back in England, and there was these things that came out, you'll probably remember, called glucose tablets, and you heard or thought that glucose tablets would give you more energy. Well, I was in this track meet racing. Good, and just walk it out, take it down, go to 2 and 2. Nice and easy there. I just get this heart rate back down. So to finish the story, I had heard about these glucose tablets. I didn't know anything about them. I think I was like 15 years old at the time. And it was a big track meet, and we had the stands up and people in the crowd. My own mother was in the crowd there. And so I took a glucose tablet thinking it would help me. And then I was thinking before the race, well, if I took one that helps me, wouldn't 2 help me more? So I took another one. Then I was getting closer to the race and getting a little nervous. I thought, well, I might need the energy. I better take 3. So I'd now had 3 glucose tablets in the space of probably 4 or 5 minutes. Then as the race was about to go, I took another 3. So I had 6 glucose tablets that were fermenting as well in my mouth. I'm trying to drink, and I was so confident in the race. And my mum told me afterwards that when we were running, I was on the second lap, and the woman sitting next to her turned around and said, "Oh, look at that guy. You know, and there he looks like he's in trouble. Like he doesn't look very good. He looks like he's in trouble." And I can't remember whether my mum said that was her son or not, but I did end up finishing 4th. But I felt terrible. So that's a little bit of a funny joke about getting energy and running. So that was one of my memories. Okay, what I want you to do, push down with the left foot, step back with the right. We're going to go to the ground. So what I want you to do is take your right foot back and just bend your knee and stand up, change feet. We're just going into a little progression. So I'm just feeling my weight going in the middle. If I turn sideways, you'll see I'm going down in the middle. I'm not leaning back or forward. I feel my weight going right between my 2 legs in here. So you're down. Here we go. A couple more here and then here. Good. Come back, shake those legs out. Next one we're going to do, you're going to take the right leg back, slide the hands down the poles and come down to your knee touches the ground and pull yourself back up. Now, if you can't touch the ground with the knee, only go as far as you feel safe and then pull with your hands and push with your feet and come back up again. I'm going to go a little slower. So we're just going to go down, I touch, I'm back up again. I go back, I go down. Remember your hands are in here, pull with your hands to help you get back up again. You're here, down, pull back up, and last one, we're here, slide those hands, use your arms, pull, and you're back up. And that is the end of today's workout. Hard workout, great for being here, great for doing it. Okay, we're going to go into our little cool down. Take your feet shoulder width apart and roll those shoulders back nice and slow. Feel strong, feel your abs in here. Feel your core nice and flat. Feel yourself centered over your hips. Feel your feet. I mean, you're too much on your heels, too much on your toes. Bring it right to the middle. You can bring it to the middle by just moving your knees, bending them a little bit, or straighten them a little bit. And notice when you bend your knees, how your weight shifts from your heel to your toe. So now find that middle. There you go, good. What I want you to do is just take your right arm, take it up, and bring it to the side, let it come down. Left arm, shoulder, up. What we're working on here is the flexibility of the shoulder joint to be able to go. Now, if you have a bad shoulder and this hurts, just take it from here to the side and bring it down. We want to begin to increase the mobility with soft movements, allowing the shoulder joint to get flexible. Again, if it's sore, just take it to the side where it feels we're getting a little bit of movement going on. There you go, good. Next exercise, I'm going to move this forward a little bit so I can be a little bit closer to you guys. Next one, just slowly take your chin and touch your shoulder. And then bring it back. Take your chin, touch your shoulder, and you'll notice it's kind of like a 45-degree. We're not looking left and we're not looking down. We're kind of doing the in-between, a 45-degree angle, just to, again, loosen up. I can feel, when I go to my left side, I feel tight right across here. It's like there's a contraction going in there. So it lets me know I've probably got a little knot right here in my back. That could be the thing. I know Kathy did this with you last week, where I can go against a wall. I can take the ball, oops, put it against the wall, and just feel as I'm rolling in here, and that ball is pressing into my upper back where I feel it. Or you can do it in a chair, or obviously safety is always first. Okay, next exercise I want you to do. Just take the shoulders, roll them back, roll them forward. And again, there's almost no effort. So it's back and forward. What we're working on here is just a little bit of mobility. Just letting those shoulders get used to working back and front, engaging the back muscles, just in a posture. Just thinking about posture. Standing upright, good. Now, next one I want you to do. Put your hands on top. Walk back a little bit. I'm actually going to put my hands on the side, sorry, not on the top. Bend your waist, bend at the waist so you're here. And now I'm going to drop my elbows so my back begins to round. Oh, that feels so good. And come and stand back up again. Same thing again. Bend at the waist. Try and keep your weight as much in the middle of your feet, not just on your heels. Bend your knees and move forward if you need to. Drop the elbows and now straighten the legs. Oh, that stretch feels so good. Oh, that peace and quiet. And then come and stand back up again. There you go, good. Now, give me some butt kickers. These are really small. It doesn't have to be big. I'm just lifting my heel up. And what I want you to think of is think of stretching the front of the quad. So when I stretch, when my leg goes to here, the front is stretching. As it comes down, it contracts, right? So it stretches, contracts. So we're just thinking in here of just slowly stretching the front of the leg. Let's go to the other leg, left leg. Stretch and down, stretch and down, stretch and down, stretch, down. 2 more, and there. Good, last one I want us to do now is let's go to the ankles. Just roll the foot out and feel that ankle just moving around. Oh man, that was a good workout today. And change, like I said, I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. And so, you know, I can tell my body is not fresh. Sleep is so important, as is hydration. You notice that I stopped myself a couple of times today to grab that hydration. When we finish this one, we're gonna do it and change legs again. Just in here. There you go. Now, for you to do these exercises and get them better and better, it all comes from confidence, right? Think about it. When you first started on the board, just getting on and off of the board, some of you would have felt unconfident and fearful of what was happening as you step. Good, shake your legs out. And now, doing those basic exercises, you're confident. Nothing has changed. Obviously, your body's got better, but nothing has changed with the actual board. Nothing's changed with the equipment. The only changes come from you. And so the more time you can spend on the board, even stepping on and just rocking and stepping off and trying different things in here, trying different foot patterns. And again, safety, be aware of what you're doing, but just trying different things, the more confident you get. And the more confident you get, the more you're going to enjoy the workouts, because now you can focus on your development and not be taken away by the fear of I'm on an unstable platform. The platform itself obviously is very stable. And when I designed it, it was created to give you a wide enough and depth enough position to put your feet so that you're not worrying about where you're going. You can be centered at all times, or come back to center if we're going up on toes or heels. So with that said, grab your water, and I'm gonna bring this over here. Look at that, we're finished perfect. Okay, you can see the sweat. I can feel it all down my back. So let's just go about, go back and just say hi to some people in here. Karen, I don't think I said hi to Karen. I think the last thing I saw was Pat. So hi, Karen. I hope you're still here, but thanks so much for being here as well. Oh, maybe I did say that because I see Ralph. Ralph came in the room. So Ralph is in the house. I hope you're still here, Ralph, and had a good workout. Christine, lovely to see you here. I'm not sure you'll still be watching because that was a little while ago, but always thanks for showing up and saying hi. Ken Krantz, great to see you here. Another regular, and you feel like been with us a long time now, Ken. So thanks. Kim, nice to see you here. Kim, thank you so much for showing up. I've got an itchy eye now. And there. Vicky, you said you wish you could remember these great routines you create and you get on the board and your mind goes blank. Again, I know that you watch YouTube later in the day, but this is something I say to all of you. And we've all got the power to be excellent, right? You were born to be brilliant. And we're told sometimes through society that we need to have someone leading us. Well, think about it. Think about the actions that you're doing. Break it down. When I go to step over here, this is the action my body's doing, and replicate it on the board. You'll create your own workouts. I'd say I have over 350 different foot patterns and exercises on here now, having obviously done this for a long time. But somebody else can come in and show me one that I've never thought of before. And that's the beauty, is safety first, be smart, don't get crazy on the board, but create for yourself. Because as you see things, or there's things that were kind of fun, you may come up with a better version for you. And this is not about me controlling you. This is about you taking your control of life back, and I support you on the way. So again, with that being said, safety is always first, and smarts. And I've always said it, if you're feeling any pain, do less. Don't bend as much. Don't lift the arm as much. And that's great. Now, with that being said, remember, Tuesday's class, it will only work if you bring questions. So I want you to bring questions. Tell me. We'll talk about different stuff. If you want to message me beforehand, you got my private message that you can know, or direct message. It's the DM, I think, on Facebook that you can send me messages. I'll try and get to read them so that I can be very specific. And if you have any specific conditions, maybe I'm not an expert on that condition. I do go and read and I study and I listen to what the effect is, and then what could I help to not mitigate it, but begin to reverse it or help strengthen you up. Barbara, good to see you, Barbara. You seem to show up consistently. I hope you're on that board and doing the work as well, because I really want to see you out there dancing again. Carol, great to see you, Carol. Thanks so much for showing up as well. I know it's a little bit later in the class, but hopefully you were here or got to get some of the board, or watch it on YouTube later. Denise, nice to see you here, Denise. I don't know if this is your first time here, Denise, Miss Williams, but definitely welcome, and hopefully you can come back and do that as well. Kathy Reback, you have to go. You thought today was request day, so you want to get yours in for Tuesday because you'll have to catch it on delay. I have a much weaker left knee I'd like to strengthen. I can't do the one-legged squat on the left side. Less strength, and it doesn't track properly. Great. Okay, so I'm going to work on that one on Tuesday, where I'm going to put down left knee strengthening. But remember, if I'm doing left knee strengthening, we'll also do right knee strengthening. So Kathy, thanks so much for that question. Pat Henley, thanks so much for showing up. Good to see you. Hope everything's great where you're at. Rosie, you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it always, and I enjoyed you being here. Thank you. Betsy, tell us about a hard session you really liked today. That's awesome. Thanks so much. We can continue to push these and make them tougher and tougher. Like I said, I train pro athletes, and maybe tomorrow for half an hour, I'm going to do a kick butt workout that will give you an idea of where we can go and how tough it is. I wouldn't recommend joining in right away until you're ready, but it will be tough. But I'm glad you enjoyed it today. Thank you. Rod Dougherty, good to see you here, mate. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure that you got to see a bunch of stuff on there, but thanks for showing up and taking a look. Deborah, good workout today. I'm glad you had a great workout. I know I did, and I'm doing it for you, so thanks so much. Jen, you enjoyed the class. Thank you. Enjoyed having you here. I think you were the first one here today, so long class. I'm pretty sure, Kirk, I'll put a little announcement up. It will probably be tomorrow, but like I said, it's going to be hard. I may not even have the polls in the board for some of it. So again, it's something you can build to, or do the exercise with the board in, but some of the stuff I'm going to have without polls in as well. Like I said, this is like the athlete training, because some people say, oh, this is too easy. You know, this is for old people. I'm like, it's not for old people. This is for people that are driven to get better, and age is irrelevant. If you want me to make a tougher workout, I'll give you a workout that I guarantee you couldn't finish. It's not about what you can't do. It's about what you can do to grow. And the 60 up is not for old people. It's for people that have goals, dreams, and passions and have not given up. Deborah, okay, so Deborah, you have MS and you'd like to learn more about getting your hip flexors stronger. So that's great. Hopefully you'll be here, Deborah, on Tuesday. Remind me on Tuesday. I will try and remember the question you had if you're not here. And I'll write that down as soon as I get off of here. We've got left knee stronger and MS, working on your hip flexors. But I look forward to working with you as well. Craig, loved the workout. Loved having you here, mate. Getting stronger, getting better. I love your attitude and your commitment. And I love your passion. And it matches a lot of people here that have that passion as well. So with that being said, take that passion into the weekend. Have your questions ready for Tuesday. If you don't have any questions, you're going to leave me hanging, because I am not preparing a workout, because I'm going to put this back on you. I'm here to help you. Have a fantastic weekend. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow on the workout, but like I said, it's going to be a kick butt workout. I'll struggle to get through it. I'm going to be everything from push-ups to sit-ups to jumps to squats to rocking to stuff that will really challenge and test the body. So have a beautiful weekend if I don't see you tomorrow, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks so much. Love to you all. Bye-bye.